Yo, Chicago, if you ain't up on the morning right. I have to ask you about Nicki and Lil Kim, of course, two female hip-hop artists in the game. They got a little beef going right now. How do you feel when you see two females being pitted against each other in this business? And I'm telling you something. I would love to hear a Mary J, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj record. I think that would blow the industry. It would be bananas.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
Bananas. Mary, you need to reach out and make it happen.
Look,
Mary, you putting a lot on them right now.
I love and respect. Kim is my friend, you know,
from way back.
And I love and respect Nicki. You know, just got to know the young lady, and she's a sweetheart. I prayed and hoped that people would just, you know, because it's people putting more fuel on it, you know.
Because it seems like two female rappers can't coexist, but, you know, you got 20, 30 male rappers out here. They're allowed to coexist. Why is it every time we get two female rappers,
even after being
they got to be against each other?
Right. I mean, you know, it's the crews, you know, it's the people behind the whole thing. I mean, maybe one day it'll happen. I'm hoping, you know, we just got to all think positive. Everybody's just thinking so negative about it, and everybody's in it. But if a bunch of people would say, yo, stop this, and let's help these girls, you know, to do something together, you know, or to see the light, you know. You know.
I think that joint would be ridiculous. Yes.
What?
Mary, we were looking at the Piers Morgan interview the other day, and a lot of people are making comments on all the blogs all over the place saying, Mary says she wanted to be like Beyonce. She envies Beyonce's life as a child. Do you want to clear that up and address that nonsense?
I never said I envy Beyonce's life. I want to be Beyonce. I said I wish that I had parents like hers. I never said
big difference.
First of all,
It's a
I
huge
love
difference,
Beyonce to death, right? I respect her, the utmost highest. And why would I'm Mary J. Blige.
Absolutely.
Like,
that's
I'm
enough.
me. Like, I would never say I envy Beyonce's life or any other artist, female art. People are stupid.
That was so. I'm like, what are they talking
And at the
about?
end of the day, you got to know that
people make up their own stuff. They take what verse. Because I remember specifically what I said. I said I looked at her life. I said, wow, I wish I had that. That's just wishing that you had parents like that. Wishing that you had
the whole upbringing and everything.
I really do wish I had that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not envy.
And at the end of the day, you got to know Beyonce came up wishing she could be like Mary J. Blige. I mean, we got to know that.
She had an idol too. We're talking Mary J. Blige, Tony Score in the Morning Riot Show. Two-part question. One is like, out of the catalog that you have, what is like your favorite song that you've ever done? And two, when was your moment of clarity where you was like, yo,
I'm MJB.
I'm MJB. Damn it, look, this is what it is.
Man, it was I think it was during the Breakthrough album when I was like, you know, I could do this.
Okay.
Like, I got this.
Right.
And my favorite song, I got a lot of favorite songs. I can't.
But if you had
to pick one,
my life.
My life.
My life.
See what I'm talking about? And I don't feel bad because it's been plenty of night. I done summertime, rolled around, top down, banging. Like, I'm feeling real good right now.
Hey, I've got to ask you about something I saw on EUR Web to where it said that you kind of admitted doubting your husband's love for you at first. Explain that, especially being in the industry and, you know, you got to share so much of your life with people. How hard is it to also maintain a good relationship, a good marriage? And did you even say that and what was meant by it?
Right.
Oh, boy. Well, look at where I come from. I've never met a man in my life that could treat me right, right? So I was already jaded, and then here comes this guy that cares. I'm like, whoa.
Did he catch the flack initially from the from the previous guys? And he's like, hold on, this is Kendu. I'm not them.
He caught a bit of it. Yes, he did. Just, I'm not gonna, you know me, I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
Right.
He did, but I straightened up real quick because I realized that somebody actually really, really cared for me.
Is he your soulmate?
I guess, yeah.
He's like, we kicking it.
Right, we in it hard. But yeah.
Is it hard though to maintain those type of relationships and good marriages when you have to share so much and the industry, you got people into your business all the time? Is it hard to do, or do you find a place where you get into a comfort level and it's like, hey, we good?
Well, the only part that's hard is the management, the him being my manager and me being his wife. It, you know, that gets kind of complicated sometimes.
Who wins out at the end? The manager can do or the husband can do?
The wife, Mary.
Your wife, Mary, right? We know.
Can do crazy as hell. Okay, dear. All right. We'll try it your way first.
Boom, 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 boom.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's next for you, Mary J? We need to know. Everybody, all of your fans are listening, and we need to know, like, what can we expect from you next?
Well, right now, it's just this album. Right now, My Life 2 is everywhere. It's in the stores everywhere. I got a movie coming out in June. What is it, June? It's called The Rock of Ages.
Wow. What's the movie about?
Well, it's a comedy.
Okay.
It's a comedy Broadway. It was a Broadway musical that got turned into a movie.
Oh, okay.
Look at Mary doing her thing. I
I'm
love it.
working hard.
I'm in a little small
I took me some
movie coming
acting
out.
classes. I'm grinding.
Who's else in the movie with you?
Tom Cruise, Catherine Zeta-Jones,
Wow.
Paul
Top
Giamatti,
villain right there.
Russell Brand, and just the list. Oh my God!
She didn't
Mary
say
J.
like
Blige.
Tiny
And
Zeus
me.
list
She's
stuff.
talking about nomination.
Right. Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Now,
Yeah.
you said you had to take some acting classes. Like, how did you feel going in there? Even though you took acting classes, it still can't prepare you for going on set with Tom Cruise. I'm sure you was still like, whoa.
I was nervous, but I did the work.
You did your thing?
I did my work.
Do it. I love that.
Any other questions before
Did
we let
Tom
Mary wrap
Cruise crazy ass try to convert you to Scientology while you was on
Oh,
the set?
don't do that. He was so
Yeah.
supportive.
Was he?
He might be, but next thing you know, you worshiping aliens with a beads around your wrist. Talking about come get me.
Mary, I just want to say thank you for your style. Your style is impeccable. I
Thank
love
you.
your boot
Swag.
game. Your shoes are crazy.
Thank
I'm
you.
not quite, Giuseppe money yet, but I'm like balling on a budget. And I watch you, and I'm like, okay, I can go get those. I can go to Nordstrom's, Saks every now and then. But
Well, thank you.
I love
I
it.
just want to speak for all the men out there. Schoolboy crushes, Jack.
Man.
What's the 411? You in the alley.
Yes.
I broke up with my girlfriend because I was like, I'm going to be with Mary J. Blige. And she was like, you ain't going to never meet her. I said, watch.
Hey,
Now,
before we let you go, Mary, I
30
just
years
want to
later,
ask
we
you.
married.
Of course, we have a whole lot of young female listeners out there. If you could just impart any words of wisdom on our female listening audience, especially the youngsters out there, what would you say coming from Mary J. Blige?
Wow. Just believe in yourself when nobody else does, especially when people don't believe in you and they don't believe you have it. You know what you have. You know who you are. Believe. That's it.
All right, y'all. Wise words from my girl, Mary J. Blige.
Understand that
The
if
album,
you
My
can't
Life
sing,
2,
don't
The
do
Journey
it.
Continues. Act 1, which means there will be another one.
it real with
It's in
yourself.
stores right now.
Keep
Go
it
out
real
and
with
cop it.
yourself.
Keep it real with yourself. Thank you so much, Mary J. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Mary J.
Thank you.
Yo, weekdays starting at 5 a.m. only on GCI.